Hello, if you're watching this video, you are probably a Ford owner and you have an Ecoboost motor, either a 2.7 liter 2015 or 2016 F-150 or any 2017 Ford with the Ecoboost motor. Ford has started putting an auto stop start feature in their vehicles that shuts the vehicle down when you're sitting in a red light or at a, well, pretty much anytime it comes to a stop, it shuts the vehicle down. And a lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. I'm one of the ones that falls into the category that I don't. And the only way to disable it is to push this button every time. There's some workarounds for it. You can trick the truck or the vehicle into thinking you're towing something by plugging in a trailer hitch light, but that disables your backup camera and your rear sensors. So this is a little trick that you can do that will disable it permanently, so you won't have to push the button, you won't have to do anything. What you're going to do, what you're going to need is a socket, 7mm socket, and a jumper wire. This is really a pretty simple, pretty fast little trick you can do. So on the Ford F-150s, to get the dash out right here, I've already taken mine out so that I'd make this quicker for filming. You're going to take both hands, kind of grab in your tray right here and pull up, and as you do, these little snap friction attachments will pop loose, and this will pop up enough so that you can get to the 7mm bolts. There's two 7mm bolts right there, and take those out. Once you take those out, you're going to grab a hold of both sides of your bezel right here and pull outward on it, and it takes a little bit of pressure. Just be careful, kind of wiggle it back and forth, and once it pops loose, it'll come out enough. You can actually pull it all the way off if you want. I just prefer to pull mine out this far. Then you'll reach back behind and push in the tabs that are on both sides of this switch. So as you're reaching behind, what you're looking for is the tab right here and the tab right there. And if you're doing it with both hands, you can kind of push them in and pop that switch out. Once you've got it out, there is a white wire, and just to the left of it is a black wire with a purple stripe. Some people have a white wire and a purple wire with a black stripe. I'm not sure the differences in them, but what you're looking for is the white wire and the wire that's just to the left of it. So you're going to take your jumper and place your jumper down in. I took and soldered the ends of my jumper so that they were a little more rigid, and then kind of filed them and made them where they would fit, a snug fit in there. And you just wedge those, both ends of that jumper, down in between the white and the black wire. Of course, if I had both hands free, I would shove that down in there a little bit better. But once that's in there, what it does is it tricks this switch into believing that it's pushed all the time. And so when you start your truck, you'll see it'll say off and auto start stop deactivated by switch, and that's it. It is totally deactivated. You don't have to push the switch every time. The only thing is you can't turn it on because the switch thinks that it's pushed, so there's no activating it. Some people wire in another external switch in between this here, so they'll put a switch down here so they can turn it on and off. I want it off all the time because I hate it, and so I'm just going to leave that in there like that. I didn't think of this. If you look on F-150 forums, this is a topic on F-150 forums. There have been people that have had this modification done now for probably 8 or 9 months. Nobody's reported any problems from it or any negative issues related to it. If you ever wanted to sell the vehicle, needed to take it in for service or something, and didn't want to, you're afraid you're going to avoid your warranty, all you've got to do is reverse the process, pull that out, and now you're right back to factory stock. So I hope this helps you out. I know I'm going to enjoy not having to push that button anymore, and once those 2017 vehicles get out, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people looking to do this. Have a good day.